risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Throwing on second down, Brissett. And that is incomplete. Force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hey, kill. Hey, kill. Hey, kill. Got. Hey, check.
To throw is Brissett. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Brissett to Barkley on the check down. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it second down.
Hey, kill.
Second and 6 at the 39-yard line.
Hey, kill. Let's go.
Brissett again. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he's brought down. 50 catches for him now on the year. He's got a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
The Chargers 45-yard line.
Here's Brissett. 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big... yards. And the Chiefs have got it back to within a score. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Tua Tagovailoa in the offense heading back out. He really continues to pick apart this defense. Last drive, perfect, and it culminated in his 3rd touchdown pass.
As long as we've been doing this, how many times has a player in this type of a zone described the game as really slowed down?
Yep.
So right now, instead of warp speed,
snail's pace.
Snail's pace for him, and he can do whatever he wants. Feels like he has all the time in the world to throw the ball, and his offensive line has been giving him that.
The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Dexter Lawrence in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
And we all know how talented this guy is. He's calling the signals for him, but even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Got a man, Slayton, and he's going to be out 5-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out. We're back now in KC. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. From just shy of midfield, Tua. He's got a man, complete.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. On the give, this is Akers. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Chargers. C.J. Ham, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down.
Hey, kill. Hey, kill. Hey, kill. Got it. Hey, six.
To throw, Brissett. And he's got his big tight end here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Throwing, Brissett, over the middle, complete. It's Charles. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
They'll throw again, Brissett. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Brissett. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Now Brissett toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Here's Brissett. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Sanders now to add the extra point.
Check right, check pink, quick, yellow.
He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. A 10-play drive that time. And it was all capped off by Jacoby Myers on the touchdown reception. A little less than 90 seconds to go. This will be an onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
That ball caught by Slayton. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. Now Tagovailoa. And Watson has it right side. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Cam Akers with career touchdown number 60. And the Chargers are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. So the Chiefs now down on the scoreboard. 65 seconds remaining. Field goals useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order. Brissett connecting with Johnson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Here's Brissett. Open man downfield is Johnson. He'll get it inside the 20. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. And this is going to be taken in by the Chargers, and it appears they're going to win this football game. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And this winds up a gain of 4 at 41. Tagovailoa looking to throw it. Finds his receiver, Watson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down. On the handoff, it's Akers. And he is going to lose yardage here. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into a...
Yeah. You're in the presence of the realest essence. I've been serving lessons since the days of my adolescence. On the Cypress block, young buck holding it like we knew it all. Not afraid to do it all. Matter of fact, to look back and do it all. I can remember the haters say the game will ruin y'all. What's that to me? Don't give about a hater. Let them like the in my paper.
They call me Big Dog, riding with the hillbilly. Cube bone stallion with the lip. Really became a boss many years back. When I'm gone, give me pull your tears back. We put the bang and produce. You got no chance of hanging. They take the tails when you're flipping the quarter. We ain't slowing down, we crashing through the border.
So let the rhythm hit 'em, just let the rhythm hit 'em. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system. Let's turn it up, a little louder, turn it up. A little louder, turn it up. We never turn it down. Universal sound when we on the pound. Take a look around when we touch the town. Not the way stomping in my big black